Alright everybody, we are in Louisiana at a local Home Depot store, and man was this crazy getting in and out of. So we're ready to leave, and this is very tight to get in and out of here, so let's see how we get out of here. Just got to be able to really take this corner here sharp. Nope, nothing comes the other way. Traffic light up here, we gotta take a left.
Jet duty status has changed to drive.
Yeah, change the drive. It's because I'm driving. I'm gonna have to block both these lanes here, I think, just to get out of here. But we're gonna try it here, people. Take this really sharp. All right, made it without hitting the curb. So we are going now to Alabama, to a Walmart. And we're going to pick up a loaded trailer at the Walmart. I don't know if I was supposed to go this way or that way. I'm going to go this way. This is the way I came in, so yeah, it looks like we're going the right way. In any case, so we're going to pick up a load at a Walmart DC, and we're going to take it up to a Walmart up in Kentucky. So that's where we're headed. So it's going to take me about 2.5 hours to get to the Walmart in Alabama. So just set my mirror because I had to have it set when I was backing it in. So Louisiana's kind of crazy. There's a nice bridge up here that we're going to go over. But that was kind of cool coming in, because it really showed New Orleans, because that's where I'm right next to, is New Orleans. And this GoPro that I got always gives me problems, so it really upsets me, because it's not it just kind of goes on when it wants, and it's supposed to have this, well, I have this app on my cell phone on my tablet, and it's supposed to work off of that, but it's so intermittent that it works fine, so it's just upsetting. But in any case, like I said, we're gonna go over this bridge. I thought it was pretty cool, and you can see all the traffic here in New Orleans. I guess the town is called Harahans or something, or Hanahans or something like that, but Louisiana, but it's right next to New Orleans here. I'm just looking up ahead here. I don't know if there's 2 lanes or 1 lane to turn up here, so I'm kind of just staying in the right lane in case I can't get over. Yeah, so it's only this lane here to make a right. I don't know if it was 2 lanes or not. So I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Good night whenever you watch this video. Let's see, make this turn here. Got kind of wide. Go a little slow. Don't hit the curb. Yeah, we made it. So now it says go down here about 4 miles or so. We're gonna merge on to 10. It's kind of weird. I noticed this in Houston, Texas. 10, basically what it does is it goes through some downtown areas. So like it goes downtown Houston, and I guess here in New Orleans it kind of does the same thing. It's kind of, it doesn't take you like around the city, it just kind of takes you through the city. So but we'll see how it goes. These roads are not too bad being narrow, but it's got 3 lanes here. You just gotta really keep your eye on what lane to be in. That's the biggest thing. And I noticed coming in, you kind of go around like an S-turn type of bend right through the, I guess the beginning of New Orleans, I guess it is. And it gets a lot of traffic there. I think I was hitting about lunchtime, so that might have made it a little worse, but it's now about 2 o'clock, so hopefully it'll be better, but we'll see. Yeah, like I said, I wish I would have filmed coming into that Home Depot, because the way Google showed, I came in the right way, but it showed that I could basically do a 180 to a 360 to spin the tractor and trailer around, but they had all kinds of plant stuff like mulch and stuff like that, where there just wasn't any room. So I had to go down the back of the building real tight, then spin around back there. But like I said, I didn't have my camera working because this stupid app or something doesn't always work with the turn on the camera, and I had it set the camera on the windshield, not on a hat cam. So I really wish I would have had the hat cam set up, then it would have been easy. Just press the button right here on top of my head. But it wasn't that easy to reach over and just hit the, well, I tried to hit the button a couple times, it still wasn't coming on. So that's, I forgot about that, it still wasn't coming on. So in any case, well, we're moving at least with the camera, so hopefully it's filming. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay with the audio. So while we're driving here, any of you truck drivers out there watching this video, tell me about who you work for. Write in the comments who you work for, how much you make, where you live. Just always interested in knowing, you know, I live in Florida, so I live in Central Florida, basically near Tampa. So I'm always just trying to just look at other companies, see what other companies are paying, because Knight did give a bump in our pay last year, and they gave a bump again just recently. So yeah, just interested in knowing what you guys are making. So if you could just put in the comments who you work for, what you're making, or maybe not also what you're making, but what start-out pay is to a new driver. Let's say it's got maybe 8 months to a year experience, what they pay, benefits and so forth. Just interested in knowing. And down here we're gonna go, it says truck lane. So there's some bridges that are not really too short, but they're like 14 foot and we're 13.6. I think the one was like 14.5, so it's not too bad. I've been under 13.8 already, so that's only given 2-inch clearance. But this is where it starts to get a little tricky down here. At least it was when I came in, but it says down here about 3 miles to I guess merge to the right. I'm gonna hop on 10. I mean, it doesn't look as bad this way. The other way coming in was kind of crazy, so hopefully this won't be as bad.
3 miles, keep right onto Pontchartrain Expressway toward West Bank.
Pontchartrain, that's where we're gonna go. Yeah, I'll tell you, I drove through, I stayed in Alabama just outside of Georgia last night at Love's, and man, it was beautiful. I got on 65, drove 65 for a long time. I want to say 150 to 160 miles in through Mississippi and everything. Man, no traffic. It was just spaced out. Cars and trucks were like, I mean, really spaced out. Stayed at 65 miles an hour. Only hit construction once, and it only slowed me down to like 60 miles an hour. So man, I loved it. But man, then all of a sudden I get here to Louisiana, man, it's like, what the heck? all this traffic and everything. So I don't know if this right lane's still a truck route or not, but truck lane. Yeah, getting too close. I like some of this safety device, or some of the safety devices they got on these trucks, but not all of them. So, I mean, I like the adaptive cruise control where it'll slow you up the closer you get. If you get within, like, I think 3 or 4 seconds of the car or truck in front of you, I like that because you can just kind of, it'll slow up for you, then it'll speed back up again when the vehicle in front of you takes off. The only thing I don't like about it is, like, cruising here, when we go over 40, still want you to keep like a 3 to 4 second gap, which is right about there. And the only problem is, though, all these cars cut in front of you. That's the one thing I hate about it. So it's like, then they just bottlenecks in front of me. So I wish I could stay a little closer, because I could stop this truck, you know, only being a few car lengths in front of the car in front of me. But I guess it is what it is. I'm glad I don't have the I forget what they call it, on the sides where it alerts you if you're getting too close to the white line or something like that. It'll alert you, and I forget what it's called. It's a collision avoidance or something like that on both sides of the truck. Man, that thing screams at you all the time. I had that when I was with Wilson Logistics and their Freightliner. Man, I couldn't stand that. There was a button inside you could turn it off, but then it only lasted for maybe 10 minutes, then you had to put it back on again. So it's like an old industrial type of area. They got a lot of railroad tracks and old buildings and so forth. Yeah, it's pretty scary. Just a road like this coming up here on the right before this lake. That bridge is 1510, but it probably was lower at one point, because I saw coming in, there was a road, man, you make one little mistake and it had a sign, it said 8.5 was the bridge. Probably an old railroad bridge or something like that. But man, those things you really got to look out for. So if you are a truck driver, you guys know what I'm talking about. But if you're looking to get into truck driving, you really got to pay attention to these signs. And when you go through your training, listen to the instructor, the one that's training you. When you go on your 2-week or 4-week, usually it's about 4 weeks, when you go on your ride along, basically over the road, and all of a sudden he'll yell out to you, what was that sign back there? And it could have been a billboard, it could have been anything, it could have been a mile marker, it could have been that gas line right there, it could have been anything. He'll yell out to you and say, what was that sign back there? And if you don't know it, man, it can set you back, because he's not doing it to be a jerk. He or she, the trainer, is not doing it to be a jerk. They're doing it because it's serious. When you're out here by yourself, nobody's looking out for you, so you got to make sure you're looking at every sign. And you know, because just these street signs are one thing, but
In a quarter mile,
bridges,
keep right
that's a
onto
big.
Pontchartrain Train Expressway toward West Bank.
All right, so we're going to take this West Train, I guess it says, to West Bank or something like that. So I guess you can't see that far ahead. They really should have this a little better, but looks like I'm gonna, let's see, straight through here according to GPS. Yeah, it looks like that's to the east. So I'm gonna go, yeah, this looks like at 90 to east 10. I should have put that back further.
Pontchartrain Train Expressway toward West Bank.
Now I probably got to shoot over in a left lane, probably. This is where it starts to get a little tricky. Oh, that's good. It merges into one lane. That helped me. There's Louisiana. I guess I'm gonna guess. Looking at the map when I came in, I'm assuming this is New Orleans, because there's a dome up there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but I think that's where the Saints play. I guess it is, right? New Orleans Saints. So I don't know if you guys can see up there, but
In a quarter mile, keep left onto Pontchartrain Expressway.
so Pontchartrain Expressway is where they want me to go here. I don't know if that's considered Route 10 or not, but it's got 2 lanes going to the left here, so I guess it'll just blend in here. So
Keep left onto Pontchartrain Expressway.
Pontchartrain. If I can lower the seat here a little bit, maybe you guys can see a little better. So 10 east is what we want. So I never said anything about Slidell, but that's where we're going to stay. So it looks like here.
In a quarter mile, then right onto I-10 east towards Slidell.
Probably I'm going to get in the left lane. That's the way east is going to be. So it tells me here. Yeah, so I guess that's where the Saints play, I guess. I should know this, but I apologize, but I'm assuming that is. So if you guys know if that's it, put it down there in the comments and let me know. Mercedes-Benz Superdome. I don't remember it being called that, but yeah, it looks like it, because that's the way that, now that I see the shape at the bottom there. And I think during one of the storms, one of the hurricanes or something, that's what they used for a shelter, I believe. And they used that for a shelter, and the roof came off or something like that, if I remember correctly. I think it's just a rubber roof on there, and I think it blew off or something like that. Excuse me. And this is where the traffic starts. But then again, it's not long-lived, though. That's a good thing. The traffic, when I came through here, it was just a short span of it here. So it looks like I'm going to have to get over. Oh, here comes an ambulance. Make sure he gets out. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let him out, let him out. Well, don't you cars go following. Jeez, jerks. Alright, that guy was nice enough to let me over. Now, if he didn't, he did now. So what's that paramedic doing there? He's got his lights on, but he's not, doesn't have his sirens on. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe just going to get lunch. Getting right off.
3 miles, keep left onto
That's just weird.
east.
No sirens, no nothing, just kind of cruising along. Hope wherever he's going to get's not having a heart attack or something like that, because guy might be dead right now. Alright, so coming up here, probably the next 5 minutes or so, I might cut this part of the video out. It's kind of boring here, but it's going to just weave around at that S-shaped turn like I was telling you about. Nothing really to see, but after that is that bridge. It's pretty cool. It goes over a span of water. As a matter of fact, our elevation right here, well, it's 78 feet now, but at some spots when I was back there, which I guess everybody knows, New Orleans is actually below sea level, so it's kind of cool. I was seeing like -12 feet, -22 feet, so which means the city really is below below sea level. So that was kind of cool. But in any case, I'll just film here. I'm not going to talk much in case I cut this part out, but I'm going to film over the bridge so you can see that. That's pretty cool, like I said. Like there's the bridge up ahead. So if I didn't say what road we're actually on, we're on I-10. I-10 goes all the way to Jacksonville, and then if I remember correctly, takes you all the way to California too, or at least over that direction. You can take it all the way through Texas, I believe Arizona and so forth. I've never taken it out to California. I've taken it as far as I believe I've taken it as far as Texas. I've been to New Mexico, but I think I came through Route 20 that way when I came in. I came in from a different way. So now it looks like we're backing up here a little bit. This is that bridge. Looks like the bridge has some traffic on it too.
In a quarter mile, keep left onto I-10 East.
I think over the bridge they want us trucks to stay in the right lane, so I might have to get over, but I just kind of stayed in this lane in the beginning because all the merging and everything. But I know coming in it said all trucks right lane over bridge. Well, it's a lot of traffic for 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This is crazy.